It's Friday. That means we have a fantastic brand new one-day special for you all. Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Toni Darroch, and this is the How to Craft Network home of Stamps by Me, the live channel where we dedicate our company in providing you with lots of inspiration, fun times, happy times, sad times, anything goes really. But we are a family company based in the UK that prides themselves on sharing the love of craft. And obviously, as I always say, today is no different. Now it's freezing. Oh, freezing. So if you are brand new to our channel, make sure you click that subscribe button. And if you enjoy the shows, if you could give us a heart, a thumbs up or a comment, this gives us a wider reach with our channel. And if you can share where possible, that would also be amazing, because like we say, our ethos is share the love of craft. And if you share with your crafty friends, hopefully they'll share on, and the love of craft just continues throughout. So welcome everyone. Today's brand new one-day special is Quatra D. Oh yeah, she's back. She's back. So we have a floral Quatra D today, but I have put other items in the show too for you all. And I'm going to do some demos, 2 demos side by side to show you how you can use Quatra D in 2 different ways. Okay, so shall we dive straight in? Let's do it. So Quatra D, everybody knows what Quatra D is, right? Know what Quatra D is, right? Let me just, before I go into it though, because I'm giddy kipper, I just need to do some housekeeping. If you are watching on mytelly.com, then thank you so much. There are easy ways to shop with the QR codes. If you're in our in-house app, there is a QR code in there. There's a QR code on the screen, and if you're watching on our website, all of the products are linked below. You can watch us on Catch Up also. Now, if you missed the show, just a little bit of an update for you. If you go to TV schedule and just press Catch Up, catch any of our shows in HD, and as if they are live. You can chat and interact as if they are live. It doesn't change because it's on Catch Up. It stays exactly the same, okay? So lots of ways to interact with Stamps by Me. And if we could share this in Craft Friends United and all of the other groups, that would be totally awesome as well. I know you already do that all for me already, but I do have to just remind you sometimes to share the love of craft. Right. Quatra D. What is Quatra D? Most of you already know, but Quatra D is our amazing concept with the 4 stages that make you look like you have shop-bought embellishments. So you can have those 3D sort of elements on your cards, and you can get the colouring with the stencils. You have your 3D embossing folder, you have your die. They all work so well together, but guess what? Because it's Stamps by Me and we are quite unique, they can all be used independently as well. If you just want to use embossing folder, then of course you can use the embossing folder. If you just want to use the stencils, of course you can just use the stencils. If you want to use them all, get that 3D look, you can use that. And then if you build them into your other items in your stash, you're going to get a whole new look. And this is a beautiful floral that absolutely looks amazing in grey look. Look at that. That is an awesome card. Who's done that one? Sharon. Sharon's done that one. Now we do have some amazing samples for you all. And we do have some samples from our guest DT members too. So we'll go through those as well, because I have a pile of nice, lovely samples at the back here. But as you can see from the website, I have linked lots of other products to the show also. So if you are brand new to Quatra D and you like the system, I have linked 2 of our latest designs also, which is the gents version of Quatra D. So we have the craft beer bottles and we have the glasses that really do look dimensional when you use that layering stencil system. I'm not going to get it all out of the packet at this side. I'll get it out when we go to the other side, but let me show you some of the amazing samples from my design team and my guest design team members too, because over the course of this year we have had guest design team members help us out on once a month because I can't get rid of my own design team and there's never any space for people to come on and experience my design team, so I had to do the guest design team, didn't I? Costs me a fortune, honestly, but it is wonderful to see everybody's take on using my products and how different you all are. So if you have been a guest design team member so far, thank you. Every single card that's come to the building has been amazing. You are all amazing. And in this particular one, we do have some guest design team members, and I'll call them out as we go through them because I don't know just looking at the front who they're from, but the names are on the back. So let's go through them. So this is the hibiscus. Look at that with the spotlight colouring on there. How cool is that? Now this one's Becky. Becky is a guest design team member, so well done, Becky. You absolutely smashed it as well. So you stamped it and then you've coloured only elements of it. And then we have just the embossing folder inked here. This one's Julie Brown. That's nice, isn't it? Look at the dimension there. If I just tilt that forward, look at that. Julie, that is a great card. And another one here in grayscale. This one's Julie also. And you can see the girl just in the back there. That girl is currently £5 because there is a spelling mistake on that stamp. Go and find it on the website. Let's have a look at this one. Becky again. Now, Becky has used all of the components on this one. So the stamp, the stencils, the die, and the 3D embossing folder because it's 3D. Now, if you do these in just white, they look awesome. Check this one out. Who's done this one? Sharon. Now, that is a nice card. That just shows you how you can snip into the items, make them a little bit different and cascade them round. Oof. Now, without looking, this probably is either a Karen or a Paul card. Oh my gosh, it's Elaine. Check you out, Elaine. I would have never have guessed that. I was trying to be smart and I got it totally wrong. Blasted me out of the park there. That is a nice, so that's our special effects papers with some gold foiling effects on there and then Quatra D on the front. I like to show you the samples, guys, because I really feel like sometimes it's nice to just get a different take on how to utilise them differently because I know how much you all love and collect our Quatra D system. So this is the semi-stencils in the back and then brought to the front there with the full detail. That one's a Paul card, so that's black embossing there. That's where you're getting that shimmer and shine. We have another one here. This one's from Karen. So Karen is great at utilising the embossing folders in the background. So adding texture and dimension in the back and then the colour at the front. Sharon, another one with a spotty embossing folder in the background there. I love the beer bottles. They are amazing. They are so cool. Look at this one. This is sort of like the demo we're going to go through today, showing you that bleaching effect. Build them in. Now, this was on Deal Hunters on Wednesday. You need to go and watch the Deal Hunters show. There's quite a few items still left. I did bigger numbers. I didn't want to let you all down. A nice grayscale and brown. And then look at this one with the two-tone. Woo! And that one is from Becky too. So there we go. A whole bunch. I have way more than that. But to get through the show, I need to sort of like just grab a bunch and just show you. So if you are interested in this one, item number 180424, Bravo. Normally $39.99. I've reduced it to $34.99, £5 off for you because it's our one-day special. And if you are in the club and you have those points, then you're going to get it way cheaper. So we do have two more Quatra Ds, which I've put in the show. We don't have a lot of these. These are simply what are left from launch. So we have the glasses. So it's exactly the same concept as the flower system. The layering stencils, the stamp, the die, and the 3D embossing folder. And you really do get the look of the froth on the top of the glass and the dimension in the glass, like the halo. So this one is your amazing cheers, and you get some words in this one as well because we had some space in the die. So a toast to you and cheers to that. And the look, what you'd get on the front of that packet there is what you create with your cards. Let me show you. This is 14 pieces. It has the system on the back to show you and the QR code to boot. So let's just show you. That. Build them in. Look at the glass halo here. Like it is like it's in a glass. So wonderful. Now, if you struggle with your guys' cards, we did this specifically for our guys. They work so well with the Imala guys too, if you've got those. But there they are. There's the embossing folder in the background. I'll lean that forward. And then in the foreground, this looks like a tankard from an oldie worldy vintage. And that's the A Toast to You on the front. And then this is what I was talking about with the stamp. So the guys and girls, craft beer, the young ones, the older generation, whatever it may be. Just a really, really lovely set on this one. So this one is 180424 Delta, and that is the glasses. Moving down, we have the craft beer bottles. This was the most popular from launch. So this one is 11 pieces and it does both of the beer bottles. I'm just going to show you very quickly. So you can see from the embossing folder there, hopefully, if I pop that behind, is that helpful or am I making it worse? So just there, so you can use this embossing folder as it is on its complete own, okay? Then you get your stamps. Sorry, there we go, your stamps. So you can use the stamps on their own, you don't have to use them, but if you use them with the stencils, you get that 3D look like the front of the packet you can see there. Excuse me, my nose is going funny. And then we have the 2 exterior dies for the bottles, and the words in here are cheers and hooray. Your embossing folder, all 4 stages work independently on their own. This is the magic of Quatra D. So let me show you some samples. So you get the words as well. So you can see the dimensional bottles in the back there. They are in the foreground. You've got the words in there too. Maybe team them up with your tropical papers if you're wanting to be a little bit more holiday-like. You would never colour that by yourself and get that light and shade. Never, never, never. And then team them up with your Imala stamps if you want to. So item number for this one, 180424 Alpha, $39.99. Okay, so moving down, I have some more items. I have popped in the show our spot brushes. So if you're wanting smaller brushes with a smaller head, with a dense brush end to get into all of that fine detail on your stencils with Quatra D, these might be a go-to for you. Now, if you do have brushes in your stash that absolutely work, don't buy for the sake. If they work, don't mend things that are not broken. But if you don't have stencils that have a shorter bristle and have a smaller head, these might be an option for you, okay? So these ones, you get 3 in here. They're $16.99 for the 3, and the item code for this one is 280722 Alpha. Okay, 280722 Alpha, and these today are $16.99. So if you have your discounts, you will get those at a way cheaper price. So a nice little investment. And I like to invest in our core products in our stash that are going to give us longevity with us craft and make crafting a little bit easier. And that brings me nicely onto the next item. Now, we have sold so many of these and I haven't even got it on the counter yet. So I popped this on the website and didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell anybody at all. Somebody found it, somebody announced it, and overnight I sold 100, just overnight. And I think we've sold about 129 up to press, okay? So it is launched back in today, okay? You have all been waiting for it. Lots of you did click that notify me button. But if you do not have a die cutting machine and you want something that's just going to be a workhorse and simply works, this is blooming brilliant. I can't tell you, it's a workhorse. It does everything it says it's going to do. Embossing folders, dies, it embosses with your stems. It's just a good machine. Durable. I launched this about 2 years ago, maybe a little bit longer. And the one that I've got on my counter in here is the one I took out the box 2 years ago. And I'll show you the plates. The plates haven't moved a single inch. They haven't beveled, they haven't warped. I did have one lady say to me that hers had slightly warped on one of her plates, but the feedback, 99.9 have said no budge whatsoever. So I can't explain that 1%, but I'm telling you now, if you are wanting longevity in your craft, this is a great workhorse. Now it's $89.99 today. Obviously, if you've got your points and your discounts, you're going to get it a little bit cheaper. And you all did catch me out. It was $69.99 and a lady messaged saying, oh, it's now $89.99. Well, 2 years ago is a different sketch to what it is today, unfortunately. And I haven't put £20 on so I can have £20 in my back pocket either. Taxes and the heaviness of the machines and getting things in the country and delivery is just eye-watering. So unfortunately, the cost has to be rolled out to our customers. However, we do take a hit on some of it ourselves as well. But let me tell you, $89.99 for an A5 hand crank machine is a good price, and particularly for a machine that works. Okay, we sold 1,000 of these when we brought them in 2 years ago. So great machine, guys. 240921 Alpha. It is a light machine as well. So if you do want to have one that you can move around, maybe you have an electronic one which is sat on your table and you can't really move, it's on a turntable or something like that, but you want something that you can move around with, this one is a great one. It has the fold-up system, and I'll show you when I get to the other side. So 240921 Alpha. That's the counter. Let's get on to the good stuff. Let's talk to my friends and let's do some demos, right? Keep sharing, guys. Keep sharing. And I think we'll do a giveaway. I'll get Tim to do a random giveaway as well, if that's okay. So if you share, I'll get him to pick a winner. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay, thank you. So I'm down to the other side. I've still got a little bit of my coffee left. I've disappeared. I'm not a ghost today, Tim. I'm here. I've still got a little bit of my coffee left, so I'm going to have that. I am really cold today, and not that it takes much for me not to be cold, because I am always cold. So if you're wondering why the wool is, I'm cold. And I've got like a thermal vest on underneath here as well. I'm crazy, I know. So how is everyone? I hope everyone's okay. There's lots of you on. One thing I did want to tell you about is, because we're using Quatra D today and we like to do it on our watercolour card because you get better results, I've put Carter in the show as well, our watercolour card, but it's on buy one, get one free from Wednesday's Deal Hunters. So if you go and buy Carter up until Wednesday next week, because the Deal Hunter stays on for 1 week, it's buy one, get one free. So if you buy one off the website, we'll pop a second in for absolutely nothing, okay? It's only on for the week, though. So if you use Carter and you love it, top up now while they're buy one, get one free. I can't do it all the time, but when I can, I do it for you. So get that, and I'll be using that in my demonstrations today. So let's have a slip. Let's have a little bit of a shout out. How is everyone? Chaz says, so Quatra D is the normal price. Yes, it's $24.99 in the show today, which is the normal price. Yeah, we've had a little bit, we've actually had a few questions about that, and we had some on our creator card kits as well, because the prices are not what they were before. And I'll just do a little bit of explanation around why you're probably seeing price variation. So when we went to Create and Craft, amazing, right? But unfortunately, it's no longer here. When we took our products to Create and Craft, they were offered to Create and Craft at the prices that you see today. However, Create and Craft offered extra discounts above and beyond what I could offer as well. So when you're seeing them in other formats and on other platforms, what you were seeing was me giving a discount and Create and Craft giving a discount also. So that's probably why you're seeing the difference in price. The price hasn't been bumped up in any way whatsoever. It's just how it worked. So Create and Craft was brilliant. Do we all miss it? We absolutely do. Unfortunately, though, there's nothing I can do about it. So it is what it is. So, but of course, you know, guys, that you can ask me any questions whatsoever, and I will always answer them honestly. Always have, always will. So if you have any questions, just fire away. One at a time, though, okay? Let's have a look. Chrissy says, all your products are amazing prices. I really do try. I really, really do try. Samantha says, I'm colouring as watching, so a bit slow to the chat, sorry. Okay, Samantha, if you're colouring, you're happy, that makes me happy. I love my die cutting machine. She has it in a motorhome in the cupboard. Brilliant. Do you know, I had one at Create and Craft. I have one in my other studio, Studio 3. I had one in my craft bag at Create and Craft, and I had 3 on the shelf at Create and Craft. But obviously, as you all know, on the Thursday, Create and Craft went, and we were given like 4 hours to go and get our kit. So all of it's gone, which I'm gutted about. But anyway, it is what it is, right? Hey. So Marilyn's got to go. She'll see us later. Becky says, watching whilst under a blanket. Rosamond loves Quatra D. It's definitely chilly up north. Definitely. Tony, question, when is the new A4 die cutting machine coming? So I spoke about this in one of my Monday Night Live shows. So the machine is made, okay? The deposit was paid to start production. However, it's sat in a warehouse in China because I cannot pay for it. You know the circumstances, you know why. So until the day comes that I can pay for it, then it'll go on a boat and will come. Because unfortunately, we do not have stock before we've paid for it. We have to pay for it, right? As you would have to do a tin of beans. So it's made, it's sat waiting, but as you all know, with the circumstances around Create and Craft and the non-payment, it's sort of like thrown us all off. So if I've been saying to you, it's coming, or this date or that date, please take it all with a pinch of salt now, because as that turning wheel's changed, we have to pivot from rock to rock and just make things work. And that's what we're doing right now. Okay, so I hope that explains that one. Right, let's do some demos. That was cold. Blah, 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 blah. Right, Quatra D. Let's have a look. The brand new Quatra D, so awesome. So it is this amazing hibiscus, so beautiful. You've got the large, it is large, but you can obviously cut into it, snip into it, just have a flower head, just have half, just have a corner if you wanted to. I picked this one just because of its snippability, really. So you can absolutely make it your own. So it has 9 pieces in this particular one. It has the system across the back, but let me show you in detail, because I am going to use this one because it's brand new and I am so excited. So we have our layering stencils to create the colour. So if you don't have the colouring skills, this is going to be brilliant for you. Then we have our 3D embossing. Then we have our die, and then we have our stamp system as well. So all 4 components will build them together. But what I am going to do, guys, is I'm going to do 2 cards at the same time. So one, I'm going to use all 4, and the other one, I'm going to show you how to get like a very artistic card. So I think I've done this technique before, but it works across the board with all of our Quatra Ds. So whatever Quatra D you've got, if you're not investing today, you can dig out your old ones as well, and you can apply the same technique to get the same results, okay? So let's do it. Right, I'm going to use Carter. So I'm going to take 2 of these. If you've still got orders on from Wednesday and they haven't been dispatched, if you've seen anything today, you can add it to your basket free of charge, okay? You don't have to add the extra postage on there. And thank you so much. So many of you have referred friends. I spoke about it on my Deal Hunters. I spoke about it on my Monday Night Live. So many of you have already been rewarded. Me and Tim's like, wow, look how many refer friends we've had. So hopefully those people that have referred a friend and those friends will come back and join the SBM family and continue to purchase with our lovely goodies. So well done, everyone. Teamwork, right? Scan the QR code. It'll tell you everything you need to know one by one. Tim's going. Did I deliver that message very well? I think I did. I get away with it today. So what we're going to do. Oh, right. Right. Come on. Come on. Right, I'm going to do 2 cards by the side of each other. So, because I always say if you're doing 1 card, do 3. So we might as well do them together. And we'll do 1 artist type style card and 1 as it is, okay? Julie's nice and toasty in a fleece lounge suit. Fleece lounge suit. I don't know why I can't get my words out lately. We've got Camilla from Norway. Hey, Camilla. Listen. My other half goes to Norway fishing, and he catches the biggest fish, and he's telling me where? Torsvak. And he catches fish. In fact, Tim, can we just show them a picture of your fish? Have you got a... No, he ain't got the right phone, I don't think. Whilst he's looking on his phone for his fish, I want to show... I think I might have shown you in one of my lives, actually. The fish are bigger than Tom. So welcome to the channel. I bet it's cold in Norway today. Tim does a sterling job. Love Quatra D products, says Melanie. So, come on, right, okay, so I'm just going to get my stencils ready. They are all numbered. They have the heart system in the corner to line up precisely, but you'll probably not use them after you've done it once because you're just so cool, you guys. You just get it. So I'm just going to look for the numbers. I'm just going to make sure they're in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has got 6 stencils. 6? Crikey, 6. Now, I sound surprised like there, but I always say, don't I, that my stencils, we try not to go above 4, sometimes 5. This is actually 6. And I know why Phoebe did this with a 6, because she said to me, she said, do you mind if we go to a 6th? Because I want it to be extra dimensional. Extra dimensional. Oh, yeah. Oh. Here we go, look. What do we think to that? That is one big fish. Do you know what? You would be sick of the sight of fish if you ate that. But I believe Tim's told me in Norway you can't eat a lot of the fish. You have to just put them back because you can catch them, but you're not allowed to sort of like keep them and eat them. Not that you would anyway, I guess, but they have to go back in because they're sort of like precious. So there you go. There's Tim's big fish. It's not like the spuds and swimmer that you get from your local fish shop, is it? Right. Good job, Becky. Good job. Smashed it. Right. So let's do it this way. Look, 2 pieces of carter. Now we'll start with stencil number 1. I'm just going to line mine up with the edge of my cardstock here. Let me see if I've got my magnets or my mat, because that would be incredibly helpful. But do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if my magnets are stuck somewhere where they shouldn't be stuck. They're normally stuck at the side of my trolley. No. Or they could be stuck to the bottom of Sarah's Eureka. You would need a lot of chips with that fish. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. So let's do some colouring. So, whoa. Right, I'm going Fandango for the first one. That's a whopper, Julie says. Listen, Julie, you should see the other ones he's caught. My goodness me, you would die. So, let's just move this one in. I've just lined it up with the edge. Make sure you follow the number system and make sure you can see the number, okay? So you can see number 1. So let's do this one. I'm going with Fandango, so if you've got your ink pads, and I'm just going to tap off. Look at that. Dye stuck to my bracelet. Listen, hey, that might be a new tool, a new craft tool, a bracelet. Honestly, aren't we crazy? Right, so with this colour, I'm just going to go on with this nice Fandango colour. Now, I am using the smooth side of carter for this one. But on this one, let's flip this one over and do it on the rough side. So we get 2 different looks today. So just get that colour through. Go light as well, because it's easier to go light and add. It's okay, it's fine. It's easier to add than it is to take away, okay? So do it sort of light and you can go back and add. So this is the second card we're doing, because we're doing 2, right? And you can see the texture in this one. This is why I love the carter, because it's textured one side and smooth the other, and you will find which one you love the best. I love the textured personally side, because it really does make my cards look like they're hand painted when I use like lamination and Quatra D and stuff. So I'm going light to start with. Okay, so just pull this over a little bit here. So that's number 1. But this one, on the texturized, we're going to do like an artistic card, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give this one a spray. Just straighten my mouth for you there, ladies and gentlemen, so you can see what I'm doing. And give it like a bit of an arty look. So I'm just going to pick this one up. I'm going to take my spray bottle. I'm going to spray that colour. Can you see how it's doing this nice bleed? And we'll just leave that to just do its magic, okay? So whilst I might need my gun to push it on a little bit further, but as it stands, we'll just leave it be. So now I'm going to go with number 2. We need a fishing Quatra D now, Toni. Oh, gosh, that'll make Tim happy. I'm not sure about me, though. I'm not sure I want a fish. Fish? Right, so number 2, shall we do orange? Let's do orange, why not? I mean, what's the worst that could happen? So let's just get rid of that one for now. And let's do orange. So put number 2 on top. Line it up with the corner of my paper. Julie loved using her Quatra D. So I'm just going over here with orange. I'm going to go light first because I want to see what it looks like. nice. Right, let me just dry this one off with my gun so we can move on to the stage 2 of this one. So this is the one that's going to be like artistic when we've cut it down. Bernadette says she needs to renew a membership. Denise Houlon, so that is a fantastic comment. Thank you so much. That is really kind. Please don't be too kind to me though, because I'm really emotional. Oh, I'm really emotional lately. So anybody who's super kind to me, I'm like, oh. Honestly, Denise, you just put Patricia Toni's products are fabulous and their quality design and ingenuity are value. They are very addictive and so much fun to use. Thank you so much. That's so kind. Right. I've pushed that on a little bit there. So let's just pop number 2 on top of here. So you just need to, this is where your magnets will really help because I've got lumps and bumps in my card, but it's fine. So let's just add the orange now. And you watch how different these 2 cards look just by applying a different technique, okay? Dependent on what you want to achieve with your cards, this is going to be awesome. Right, so I've got some orange in there. Look at that. Move that out of the way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this one, but not as much as the one that was sprayed before, okay? So just a little bit. So maybe spray it in a different place so you get like the orange come off. Can you see? There, there, and there. So then let's then just let the colour bleed, okay? So let's just move this in so you can see what I'm doing here. So let's get number 3. So pop number 3 on top here. And then, shall we do magenta this time? It's totally your call what colours you use, guys. It really is. You have options. So let's go with the pink on this one. Super pink. So starts to come to life pretty quick then. Michelle, just renewed a membership. Well done, sweetheart. If you're thinking, what's the membership? Ooh, look at that. That's a little bit good, isn't it? If you're thinking, what's the membership is £15 for the year. You get 5% off everything. We do sales just for our members, and I also send treats. There's no other way of putting it than, you know, just thank you. Like a month ago, I sent everybody a $18.99 stamp just to say, you know, time's tough. We're all feeling a little bit rubbish with what's going on. Here's a little bit of a treat. You're making me happy by saying thank you, and I'm making you happy by sending you a little treat. So we do send treats as club members. It's definitely worth it. You get your money back in like a couple of sales over and over. So this puddle now, I'm just going to mop some of it up because it's like a lot of water. So let me just get my cloth here. So you can see already the difference. Just going to... Now, if you spray it, guys, and you lose all of the detail, don't worry about it because you can bring the detail back, and I'll show you that now. I mean, it looks cool. I don't think I really need to do it, but I will show you a little bit. Let me just dry this off first. Oh, Becky, you need to get the membership, sweetheart. You save so much money, particularly if you spend, it's definitely worth it. If you like buy, I would say if you buy 2 or 3 times in the year, you need to be in the club. It's just a no-brainer. Just 2 or 3 times in the year. Some of you buy 2 or 3 times a week. Love all of your tips. Looking forward to more craft time on Mondays. It's definitely going to be Mondays. How it looks at the moment. We're nearly there. I'm just spinning a lot of plates in a minute, but definitely. I have a class for you all. I have painting classes, mini album classes planned, content in the app. We have our Christmas Eve boxes. We have our advent calendar. There is so much. I'm telling you. Are you not going to be left wondering, well, I'm feeling uninspired because I'm going to inspire you, I promise. I promise. Right, so just go back. Did we do number 3 on this one? So I need to do number 3 on this one, don't I? That's right. So I'm going to put this on here and I'm going to do number 3 on this one now it's dry. Now, at what point do you stop spraying? It might be this level. We'll see. You don't have to spray every single layer. You can stop at any point. And I probably like to stop at this layer, but we'll see. There we go. No, it's too sterile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray again because I want it to be a bit more, it's too close to this. So I'm going to give it a, there we go. I'll let it work its magic again. It's nowhere near finished, by the way. Then the next one is number 4. So let's pop number 4 on here. So you can see now our leaves, when you line it up on your card, left and right, it should match beautifully. I'd be horrified if it didn't. Actually, I think these stencils actually came wrong originally. My design team were like, Toni, I'm not sure this works. I'm like, oh dear, oh dear. Right, let me just get a different brush, make sure this is correct. Grab a piece of paper. That's fine. So green now. Tap off the excess and then we'll just get some nice green on here. Oops, tapped off the excess inside my leaf there. So maybe make it a little bit darker. Get away with that, will we? You know, don't be afraid to get a bit of colour on there. But like I always say, go gentle to start with and then it's easier to add. So now you have your leaves slowly coming together here. And then let's just pick up, oopsie daisy, let's just clean my puddle here. And let's blast this one off. This is looking cool, but this is my kind of card, the art. I love art. I love anything that makes me look amazing, right? So if you're wanting to shop anything from the show, the link is at the top of the comment section where you're all commenting. Tim's popped it up there for you. If you're thinking, I don't want to leave the show and go and find anything, it's at the top of the comment section. Look how different they look. So it's totally up to you now. On this part with the green, you don't have to spray the green part. You could leave it sterile. We'll see what it looks like. I might just do the tips of the greenery, just to so it's all in keeping. So. And at the end of the day, if you do it and you don't like it, what do I always say to you all? Come on, what do I always say? It can go in the bin. It's a bit of card. So now my greenery is coming together. Now, what I might do is I just spray the tip of here. Just hold it up so it just catches the end of that leaf. Can you see how it's sort of like, and this one. And maybe this one. Like that, work its magic there. And then number 5, yeah. Crikey, it's a lot of stencils. So you line number 5 up. Now you can use a teal or the same green. Might use teal. So I'm going to use the teal on this one. If you want to follow the colours, I'm using Tiffany. Oh, it's a bit dark. Go gentle, go gentle. I'll just make a nice dark, earthy green on here, hopefully. I like to see the reveal. I don't know if anybody else is the same. I always like to just capture the reveal. So now we've got our lovely dimensioning. That I probably could have got away with being a bit darker on there, but I am going to leave it. So let's just get rid of my puddles on the next one. Now let's blast this off a little bit. Hi, Betty. Which is your favourite so far? Woo! Undecided, right? So let's add a little bit. So, like I say, you can stop with the spraying at any point. I think I've got the artistic colours I wanted from it, but let's just see what this looks like. See if we need to soften this a little bit maybe. So the blue again. Make sure it's straight, Toni. Come on. Stop getting giddy. Oh, Patricia's just ordered again. Well done, sweetheart. So I'm just going to put it on quite light, this blue on here for now. See what it looks like. Babe, let's just do a bit darker, just a little bit. Oh, it's a bit too dark. Be careful. I'm not going to spray that one. I'm going to skip that one. So number 6. More dimension in the leaves and then the green twig on there as well. I think I'll just go totally blue on this one. Question. Can you use 3D embossing folders on your die cutting machine? Yes, darling, I'm going to show you. I'm going to use them with this. Super easy, and I'll show you the plate formation as well. So blue on this one. I'm just going blue. You could do green, whatever colour you wanted to. Look at that. And that is just the stencils. Come on, give me a break. Give me a break. This one, they might want to spray this last one. We'll see. Depends on how dark you want it, I guess. I'm just literally going for it here because I do maybe have a bit of intention on giving this a good spray. Let's give this a spray. So it's a bit sterile and everywhere else is... I'm going to spray it there. Let that work its magic. Now, what's next? So we've done the stencils, the stamp. So let's grab this one. Let's just move out. Let me just mop up the puddles and then I'll leave it to dry itself. Don't want too many puddles, but I don't want it too heavy either. So we'll just push that to the side for now. Let's do the stamp on this one. So That looks like such a soft, gentle card. It just needs a quote, a sentiment, cut it down, matte and layer it. Beautiful, right? But because it's Quatra D and you have the system, I'm going to do it, the system complete on this card so you can see. So here is the stamp, and this is where sort of the wow factor happens. So you can stamp it in black. You can do it in gold embossing. In fact, I mean, gold embossing looks awesome. I'm just going to do it in black for this demo, though. So you just pop it on top. And again, if it's not exactly lined up, honestly, it's not the end of the world. Quatra D gives you room for, you know, a little bit of movement in there. So this is where sort of like you start to get the idea of how amazing Quatra D is. So, Elizabeth Evans, question. Hi, Toni. I am really interested in buying your die cutting machine. I am showing on my account that I have 161 points. How do I use these against? So the point system, Elizabeth, you can't apply it to a product. The more points you accrue, the bigger discounts you get. So the 161 will put you at a certain discount level or above, and then when you get to that certain level, you'll get extra discounts. So you could get an extra 5% on top of a club member. You could get an extra 10%. So as your points go up, your discounts apply. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So you can get 5% extra, 10% extra, 20% extra, then free postage. So that's how the system works. You don't add the points to the sale of a product, if that makes any sense at all. We can show you if you want. I think Tim's going to show you. That is brilliant. Well done. Tim's going to show you, sweetheart. Look here. So we have sort of like 3 levels here. You have your points, 150 points, 500 points, and 1,000 points. So if you have over 150, you're classed as a hobbyist. So you'll get extra 10% off your order. So if you're over 150 points, the 10% will be applied, okay? And you can see the shipping cost down below. If you end up being at 500 points, you'll get the 15%. And if you end up being at 1,000, you'll get 20% and then free postage. What happened at this Christmas is we allowed everybody to carry their points over, because what happens at Christmas, we reset them. But what we did last Christmas was we allowed you to keep your points. So most of you are at those 20% and free shipping discounts. And if you have the club member, it's 25% off every single order. So that's how the system works. I hope that helps. Right, let's stamp this one out. If you've got another question, just shout me, Elizabeth. Right, stamp, stamp, stamp. I'm going to stamp it twice to get it as dark as I can for you all. If you have your wow powders, please use those on this. It really looks amazing. Chrissy says, whoops, just dropped into my basket. That looks so good. I never get bored. I know I'm boring, but come on, let me see if I can make it a bit darker. I did that, and I hadn't die cut it, and I haven't even run it through my embossing folder. Come on. Oh, Tim's like rolling his eyes at me. I can feel it. He's not looking at me, but I can feel it. He's not really. He gets as excited as I do. And you know as well, I'll tell you a little bit more about Tim. So basically, he approves all of the artwork. So if you ever get any spelling mistakes, Tim's missed it. I'm joking. He approves all of the artwork to make sure everything that me and Phoebe's designed and put together, size-wise, is correct. Spelling, sizing, and, you know, he often asks questions, is this sentiment the right size for this product? Do you not think it's too big, or is it too small? Or I love this, I love that. And he absolutely loves Quatra D. He loves proofing Quatra D. Quatra D and Reflection Collection are Tim's favourites. Look at that. Come on. That is the bee's knees. That is the bees and E's. Denise, question, are you going to be exhibiting at any of the craft fairs? Denise, we do our own. We do our Stamping Together Festival, which I have something for you all next year. Gotcha. But I don't exhibit at any of the others, darling, no. I just don't physically have the time. I only have time to run my business like I do and incorporate a few more things in and do HSN and QVC and other bits and pieces and have a family balance as well. So we don't do any of the shows, unfortunately. Not while Tom's little. Maybe when he's older and he can go out with friends and things like that. But at the moment, when it's Tony, Tim and Tom, no. Sorry. So let's bring in this one. Now with this one, I figure I don't really want to use the stencil. I don't want to use anything else on this, to be honest. But I think, shall we stamp it? Let's stamp it. And then I'm not going to use the die and I'm not going to use the embossing folder. But if you have the craft beer and the sort of tankard, they've got die cut words in there. You could use those on this as well. So I'll stamp it. And then you can see what it looks like abstract. Is it dry? Let me just dry it. Is everybody happy? Caroline, question, will there be more Christmas Quatra D? No. I have Christmas launch next week. It's at the end of Christmas. I think so for us. Last one. One more Christmas launch, but it's not Quatra D. So that's dry, so let's use our stamp. Shannon says, good morning, Tony and Crafters. Good morning, sweetheart. If you're wondering why Shannon's saying good morning, it's because she's in the States. She's not lazy. It's just, don't be thinking she's just got out of bed because, well, she has just got out of bed, but don't think she's in the UK just getting out of bed. So this is the textured side. So I'm going to have to stamp this a few times to get this detail because it's like I've got that groovy detail on there. That's only the ones. Let's do it again. Tim, could you just pass me that card on the end, the purple one, please, sweetheart? That's just, I think, yeah, that one. Thank you. Thank you. So this is without the stamp look. So this has been like tapped with water from a brush to get that mockledy. And this is sprayed direct, the one that I've got here. So you've got, remember, you've got options, look. So you can see how different they look, but how fantastic they both equally are. So you're just going to have to find your own way, guys. What do you like to do the best? What's your favourite technique? So that is basically, let's put that to one side and let's continue with the rest of the items for Quatra D for this other one. Right, die cut and 3D emboss, that's what's next. So let's get our die cutting machine. So for your die cutting machine, you get multiple plates, but the ones that you're going to need, I mean, when I said to you about my plates, look how, this is 2 years old, this machine. I mean, look, I know, but just incredible. So To do your die cutting, you need your thick white one, your B plate and your C plate. So I would probably say, as it says here, A is your thick white one, then your B plate, then your C plate. Super, super easy, guys. So for your die cutting, these are the three, A, B and C. If you're doing your embossing, you just need your A and your B, and your B is your thickest plate of the two. Okay, so you just need your A plate and your B plate. Okay, so that's for your embossing. Now, when you come to use your machine for the first time with my embossing folders with your A plate and your B plate, and you come to put it in the machine, it doesn't like it the first time. You really have to just go with your gut and push it. And then what happens is the machine just gets used to you pushing it through, and then it just loves them. They go through like butter. But that first one, when your machine is brand new, I've had a few ladies ring me going, I daren't push it. Everybody says never push a machine. On this occasion, I'm telling you, push it, because it goes straight through afterward, okay? I think the machine needs breaking in, okay? So just bear that in mind. If you're thinking, oh, I'm not sure, it's fine, trust me. Right, so let's die cut this one first. So the machine does all of your die cutting, all of your embossing, and let me show you the plate size on my mat here. So if you're thinking, well, will it use with the dies that I buy, because you might buy small, you might buy big, but it's a 6-inch wide, and the plate goes 8.5 tall, 8.5 by 6, okay? Just so you know the size on there too. It cuts fabric, it cuts mirror board, glitter card, all of the stuff you would absolutely just hope that it would cut through for your needs. So when you get it out of the box, the handle isn't attached, it just screws on, and I'll show you that very quickly because I know a few of you have bought this today. So you see here on the end, it comes with this little screw here. I don't know if I can unscrew them. Oh, I can. I'll just unscrew mine here. Comes with a little bolt here, and the handle's off when you buy it, okay? So you just pop your handle in, pop it back on. It's just got like this rigid system, and then so you just pop it back on, she says, and then just pop the little screw in. Now, after time, this screw starts to come undone a little bit. Just keep tightening it like I do with my hand, like so. And the reason it comes undone like that is because the pressure you're putting through your machine, rather than break the rollers inside, it just puts a bit of pressure on this nut here. So just keep tightening it like so. It's a really good machine. So let's put this on here. So this is going to cut our lovely hibiscus out. So if you're brand new or you are just tuning in, don't forget to share, because we're going to pick a winner for a voucher, which is nice. I like giving vouchers because it's so easy for me to give you a voucher and it's so easy for you to spend it. So winner, right? So I'm going to run this through my machine. So the door's open. And out pops my incredible hibiscus. Maybe you could do this one in pink, this one in orange, and this one in yellow. That would look cool if you sort of like changed the colour on the heads there. So that's the dies. And then our embossing. So for our embossing, I'm just going to get rid of the thin plate and just use A and B. If you always remember this, because there will be people that ask on our Eureka fan page, what plates is it? It's A and B. Your white one and your thickest plate. And then you have your embossing folder, look here. So then all you're going to do is you're going to take your embellishment that you have stenciled and you just line it up. Now, if you're thinking, well, Toni, how will I know which way if I'm doing it right? It won't line up on one of the sides. You can't, look, if I try and line that up, so you know you're doing it right, okay? It only lines up one way. So I'm going to line it up here. Take a few moments to line the design up with your stenciled piece of work. And that looks good to me. And then grip it to the side, grab the embossing folder, close it shut so it doesn't move. Then it's in there with the detail. Pop it into my mats. And if you're running your embossing if it's a brand new machine and you're running something through, if you have it right at the top of your plate here, like so, you see at the top of my plate, if I was to put that at the top of my plate, my machine can't physically grab it because, look, it's too fat. So always move your artwork down a little bit, give your machine the opportunity to grab your work because it's thinner. Then once it's grabbed it, the rest will look after itself. Now, if I tilt, it's so difficult to get. Let's see if I can tilt it forwards on here for Tim. Oh, hopefully you can hear it. I'll show you the back because the back is going to demonstrate what detail is on the front. All of that detail is on the front, you just can't see it on camera. How beautiful is that? Now, I know we're over time a little bit, but I just want to do one more thing very quickly. Very quickly. I just want to grab a piece of white card and show you the embossing folder on its own. Just tear this piece of card. Because if you want to do the simplest of cards for sympathy and things like that, just white on white. And you know you can ink up your embossing folders because it's one of my all-time techniques. I just want to show you on white too. Oh, there's a bit of colour transferred from this, from my stencils. Yeah, I'll hold it. So this detail is what is on that hibiscus that you can't actually see. Look at how beautiful that is. It's exquisite and you can use it on its own. So if I just grab, there it is. Thank you. If I line that forward, hopefully, oh, thank you. You can see all of that incredible detail on there. And then it's just truly, truly amazing. It's Quatra D. And then just one more just to show you, and that is our abstract design on there too. Oopsie daisy. How cool is that? I know. I'm good, aren't I? I'm good, aren't I? I wish. I hope you've enjoyed today's show. That was today's demonstration. Share the love of craft. Make sure you're sharing all of our groups. Now, we do have a winner, and I will give you a shout out in a second. But the one-day special is that hibiscus, but please check out the rest of the items on the show. We do have 2 further Quatra Ds, our spot brushes, and that incredible machine, which is back in stock. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get it again. So if you were waiting for it, please make sure that you are getting it. Hoping to get the small die cutting machine when it's back in stock, Carmen. Great question. I haven't ordered the small one, but I will definitely consider it when things are better next year. Definitely consider it. Right, so the winner this time is Anne Johnston. Anne Johnston, you are the winner of today's show. You will be sent a voucher. Please message me and I will send you a code to spend on our website. Happy days, right? So that's the end of our one-day special. I hope you've enjoyed that brand new Quatra D. How wonderful is that? It's lovely to bring Quatra D to you. We don't do it often enough, but I feel like we do it enough so you are hungry for it every time that we do bring it, because I know a lot of you do like to collect it as well. So thank you so much if you did watch the show. Don't forget to share the love of craft, and I will see you all on Monday, 6 p.m. UK time. I think it's 1 p.m. Eastern time, unless the clocks have thrown it all out again, for our live craft and chat in Studio 3. Take care, everyone. Take care. Bye.